Welcome to Reclaimed, the podcast, a sanctuary for women ready to stop surviving and really start thriving. I am Kyla Gagnon, breathwork facilitator, empowerment leader, and guide to bring you home to your feminine power. It is time you reclaim what is yours. In this space, we soften, we feel, we heal, we rise together. Sit back, relax. This is Reclaimed. Hello, sweet friends. Welcome back to the conversation. I am recording this from Costa Rica, so preemptive apologies if you hear a motorbike scoot by or a big truck or some noise of some sort. It's sort of like Mexico. I remember recording breathwork for Breathe with Kyla while I was in Mexico, thinking it would be this really beautiful experience, and recording out in this tropical spot. It was just, if you've been anywhere in Mexico where there is a tourist scene, there's construction everywhere. And it was a whole, anyways, if you're inside Breathe with Kyla and you've experienced some of those practices, you may be laughing right now at my attempt to have a nice calm experience in a pretty uncalm spot. Oh, okay. So I'm coming in from Costa Rica today and actually by the time you listen to this, I'm in Portugal. This life is good. I love my life. I've created it very intentionally, and yeah, really celebrating that. But I'm coming currently, as I speak to you, from Costa Rica. And I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up inside of my world in the next few weeks, actually, and how it will benefit you and how you can take advantage of it now or then. You can wait if you feel like it, but why you might want to take advantage of it now. And for those of you who are already inside of Breathe with Kyla in my really intimate community space, this is really important information for you as well, and a bit of an excitement and a celebration. I'm very thrilled to be sharing this with you finally. I've been working on this for months now. Oh my gosh, since like January, this has been really on my heart and something I've been trying to make sure I do in a really good way and make it really worth not only your time, but my time, and to really have it be a huge benefit and place of growth and expansion for you. And of course, always for me, but for you first. So let's just start. I don't know who needs to hear this. I trust someone listening to this needs to hear this, but you are allowed to outgrow the version of you that everyone knows. You are allowed to want to change. You are allowed to want to be different. You are allowed to want more softness, more radiance, more power. You're allowed to want to be a total fucking queen and to have an absolute head to toe rebirth. You are allowed that. You're allowed that. And so this episode really is for the woman who feels stuck. She feels heavy, disconnected. She feels like she's in her body in this way. And maybe you've heard me describe this before, where there's like a version of you scratching from the inside to get out. She's like clawing to get out. She's like, let me out, let me out, let me out. I need to be here. I need to be here. And this woman who's listening and who's feeling that, she's also so ready to shed the old and remember her wholeness. That's who this episode is for. So I want to name something here. There's something that needs to die within each and every one of us. And in this moment in time, at least for me, and maybe you can relate to this, it's the exhaustion. It's the expectation internally to be always doing more, doing better. It's the pressure. It's the burnout. It needs to die. It needs to go. The disconnection, the ignoring that inside version who's clawing to get out, that needs to die. The ignoring needs to die. All of the parts that feel like they're no longer aligned, the parts that feel sticky and like, ugh, I don't know why I'm doing this and I don't know if I can do this anymore. It needs to die. It needs to die. And some questions that might bring up, like if you're sitting there thinking like, I don't really know what that could be for me. A couple questions for you. Where are you performing for love? Where are you still being a different version of yourself so that people approve of you, give you love, give you attention, give you praise. It's like, how many masks are you wearing in a day? And for who? And for what? Those are the parts that feel like they still need to perform. They still need to behave. They still need to look and act and speak and be a certain way to have acceptance, to have love. Another question is, where have you hardened in order to survive? What walls have you put up? Who are you protecting yourself against? These are some other areas that we might consider. Yeah, okay, that part, maybe that part needs to die. And then another question is, what parts of you are craving to be seen, craving to be held, honored, reawakened, turned on? What parts of you are missing that? And so I've created this new experience inside of Breathe with Kyla. And what it looks like is it's a different experience every month. Think of it as a different masterclass or a different ceremony, a different month-long ceremony experience teaching every month. And coming up in June, we have the rebirth. And the rebirth is going to last all of June. And then in July, there will be a new class, a new ceremony, a new experience. Now, I created the rebirth because I know this cycle that I'm talking about, this parts of us, these beliefs, stories, behaviors that need to die. I know this cycle so well. The ones where we feel like we have to keep it all together, right? Oh my God, do I know that? When deep down, we're just craving to kind of fall apart, crack open just a little so that something new can rise, so that part of us, that version of us that's scratching at the inside to be like, let me out. I have so much to do. I have so much to say. I have so much to live. It's so that she can come out, she can rise, and that we can ultimately, you know me, I want to reclaim our power. That's what we're doing here. So the rebirth is happening in June. So let's pause here. Let's tease this apart. I want to share with you. Breathe with Kyla currently is a breathwork membership. If you're in, you know exactly what it is. If you're not in, I don't need to go into what it used to be. I want to share with you what it is becoming and what, as of June 1st, it is. We are no longer just focusing on breathwork. We are moving through life-altering themes together in community, done in ceremony, done authentically, truly, for each of us individually. It doesn't have to be the same for all of us. Every month, a new theme. Every single month. And I'm not going to tell you what the rest of the year holds, but I will tell you that June is the rebirth. And what that will look like is 4 calls a month inside of Breathe with Kyla. Week 1 of the month, we are going to drop into the masterclass, to the teaching, to the ceremony, to the teaching of the rebirth. We're going to go in. Week 2, we are going to drop into a breathwork journey specifically around the energy and the teachings of the rebirth. And again, come the next month, it will be a different topic. The schedule will remain the same every month. Week 1, teaching, ceremony. Week 2, breathwork. Week 3, we come together and we do a sharing circle where we open up and we discuss what's coming up for us in this month, in this topic, in these practices. There's space there for mentorship, for coaching, for just holding too, if you're really moving through some things. And then week 4, again, we're going to close up with another breath work. Now, on top of that, you of course still have access to all of the practices that are inside Breathe with Kyla, which are yoga practices, meditation practices, breathwork practices. And of course, with each month, I am adding in new practices to support the teaching. So come June, there is new practices coming in to support the rebirth, very specific to the rebirth. We have a private WhatsApp group. We have there's always bonus calls. I won't even get into that now. There's bonus calls with bonus teachers, and that's just like, extra super duper dark chocolate sprinkles on top of your delicious chocolatey fudge cake. I hope you like chocolate. It's a sisterhood. This is nervous system support meets feminine embodiment. What you'll also see inside of Breathe with Kyla, which again is a little bit of a bonus on top of these monthly ceremonies and teachings, is in a whole nervous system reset space for you. If that is really what you are seeking, you've got a ton of support inside for that. We meet in Zoom, we connect on WhatsApp, and we hold each other in a really sweet sacred sisterhood. That will not change. That has always been the case. That will always be the case. So we begin this journey with the rebirth, because before we can rise, we have to shed. This is the year of the snake. We are shedding the old skin. Things are dying off, and we are being reborn. And it's a vibe. It is a vibe. So we're going to go into like the death and the shedding and the release, the rebirth, the reclamation. We're going to go in so that you come out the other side on fire, turned on, lit up, full body yes, deep, deep connection to your feminine power. This is the month where you stop performing and start receiving, where you drop the shame and remember the softness is sacred, where the old you fades. It is a celebration. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. The rebirth. So we start June, we go all month together. Now, if your body feels tingly or maybe open, like if your body is responding in some way, it's time. Trust that. If you've been waiting for a sign, this might be it. If you're ready to come home to yourself in the most beautiful, raw, powerful, feminine way, the rebirth is your portal. It is your portal. Now, those of you that are already inside of Breathe with Kyla, listen up. And those of you who have been on the fence, turn the volume up. As of June, the pricing is $197. $197 to join in for the month, to move through the rebirth, to be guided through this ceremony, this practice, this process. And again, come July, new topic, new ceremony, new teaching, $197 for July. For the women, this is bonkers. This is totally bananas. For the women who are already inside Breathe with Kyla, your pricing does not change. Hear me when I say that. Your pricing does not change. You receive all of this new expansion. You receive all of it. So this might be a little nudge, nudge, wink, wink, sister. June 1st pricing is $197. It is currently $69 a month. If you join us before this transition happens, which is happening June 1st, you're going to stay in at $69 a month. You can go ahead and lock in for the year to receive the entire year of masterclasses and ceremony and deepening and teachings for $690. It's about to be $2,000. This is bonkers. So if you're like, okay, yeah, I'm in. I'm not even questioning it. The link is in the show notes, of course. If you have questions, reach out to me. Find me on probably Instagram will be the quickest for you. Breathwork with Kyla. Yeah, if you've been circling in my world and kind of like, that sounds interesting. What are you waiting for? What's happening? The price is about to triple. I mean, what you're receiving is also like quadrupling. And you are going to get that for $69 a month if you join before June. Now, if you're listening to this after June, I love you. I'm sorry. I think $197 is still going to be bonkers cheap for what you're going to receive and who you're going to be at the end of it all. So again, link is in the show notes. I want to just close here with some loving words. You maybe have heard me say things like this before. You do not need to be fixed. You are not broken. You're in a process of remembering. Yeah, and that remembering is our rebirth. And we're here together. And it's big and it's beautiful work. And I'm so stoked to have you join me in June for the rebirth. Maybe you join me before that. Again, if you have questions, reach out. I love you. I love you. I love you.